All right, let's take you to news on the go. As we round off the year, Gauteng Education MEC Matome Chiloane is providing an update on the grade 1 and 8 pupil placements in Gauteng from the online admissions process that took place this year. Matome Chiloane is currently speaking. Let's listen in.
As somebody trying to write on behalf of our learner, which included crib notes, some few learners caught with crib notes, some with cell phones. But overall, none of those incidences really the overall integrity of the examination in any way, because we were able to apprehend them immediately and took those learners through a due process of disciplinarians. So the exams ran pretty well on the part of Gauteng. I know that there was a question asked about the geography paper. That's another one. It's not the NSC one. It's another, it's not the National Senior Certificate. So Umalusi, no, will deal with it. I know there's a name for it, I forgot it. But it's not the National Senior Certificate. I'm speaking about this because I need to speak about the integrity of the National Senior Certificate overall. Exam materials were always distributed on time. We've never had an incident where they were late or there were shortages. Everything, if there were issues, were promptly dealt with in the examination centers. We never had any load shedding in between, albeit challenges, maybe one or two schools, but it's not necessarily load shedding, maybe it's a municipal challenge, etc. But overall, there's never really been a challenge with the exam. We began with the early marking on the 14th of November until the 25th of November, which was completed quickly and swiftly. There was no challenges. And the main marking began on the 1st of December to the 13th. While I'm on this note, we lost one of our markers who had an accident as when they were leaving our center. I think it's Alberton. It's around Alberton. She was marking the Xhosa paper. It's Xhosa paper. The mayor saw rest in peace. It's nothing in the center. She was just leaving, going home, and then she tripped, fell, and we lost her. So condolences to her family and the school at large that she worked at. We had over 12,000 appointed markers, which were all trained. And center managers. Everybody was ready. We are comfortable with the NSC exam process. It went quite well, and I'm really proud of the team that has been led by Nadine. She's not here. And the overall institutional leadership, HOD and the DDG. So the results will be announced by the minister on the 13th, and then the provincial results will be announced on the 14th, the day after, which is going to be a spectacle, as you know, putting all our top learners, top performing learners, top performing schools, top performing districts. Gauteng always gets something, especially on the level of districts. We're number one. We produced the best performing district in the previous NSC process. So, and number 3, and also I think we're about 4 in the top 10. But I'm hoping that we'll get more. But I know they worked very hard. The districts and the learners and the educators, the whole system worked very hard. So we are confident of a decent showing in this process. We will continue to offer bursaries. I know this is a general concern with some learners. We still continue to offer bursaries to the top 3, 1, 2, 3 learners, top performing learners in our no-fee paying schools. Because this is what we've been doing, full bursaries. So we will continue with that. We do have budgetary challenge, which I will talk to later, but this one it's a commitment that we've made, and a commitment that we're intending to keep to our children, those who perform well. in the schools. So the top 3 learners in the no-fee paying school will continue to get bursaries, full bursaries from, from ourselves. So moving quickly to the online admission for grade 1 and 8, we had a total of 344,890 total applications, of which 165,785 was 165,785 was grade 1, and 179,105 for grade 8. And then out of that, we had 8,379 which were incomplete, meaning they didn't fully comply with the submission that we requested of them, all the necessary documentation for grade 8s, which left us with 157,406 that we should place. Likewise, with the grade 8, we had 10,653 which were incomplete, and that left us with 168,452 that we needed to place. As you know, the placement criteria always is the same as the 5 principles that we utilize. The first one being home address within the feeder zone, the siblings, and the feeder school. And then obviously the work address, and then less than 30 kilometers, and then beyond 30 k's. So those, we'll continue to utilize that to place our learners. So that remained the key criteria. Now, the work that we've done so far, and this I'm happy to talk about, because we are in a better position than we have ever been since we started with online placement. I know that there will be people who are questioning there and there, but in terms of grade 1, we have placed all the completed applications. Completed. When you are incomplete, we didn't place you. We didn't even touch you. We can't place a person that we don't know. So they didn't give us information, so that means the 8,379 incomplete applications are not here. We're talking about 57,406. We have placed them. All of them grade 1. And then grade 8, we are left with 124 only out of the total of 168,452. We are left with 124 to place. So we are almost done. But if you look at the graph and go to the total capacity, you'll be seeing that we've got 427,725. Now, these are overall spaces, but remember, it's not the space, it's where the schools are. You see, so the issue is that there are spaces, but it's not where the demand is. Because automatically we would have assumed, because we've got 427, definitely you should be able to place 344. But where are these spaces? There are areas in Gauteng which, for example, I'll speak about the Merafong area. People are moving from those areas into the inner center because of employment opportunities, etc. So as they move in, they bring their children, and some of their schools will be left empty. And that's the situation that we are dealing with. So we are left with 124 learners, and all those learners are in the Kempton Park area. Kempton Park area is one of the fast growing areas in our province, in particular because of, if you look at the growth in the Tembisa, and also the developments that are taking place there. It's always these townhouses, high-rise buildings that have been built across, really put pressure on us in that area. So we are left with 124 learners to place. So tonight we'll be having a meeting with the parents of the 124. So I'm not expecting to find 500 people there or 1,000. If it's 124, learners, and times that by 2, mommy and daddy, it should be 248 parents, not anything more. You see, so this is not an opportunity for some parents who want to say no, but the transfer, I'm not really comfortable perhaps with the transfer, I'm not comfortable with the placement. And why I raise this, for example, there are parents who have applied for schools.
All right, so we have there the MEC of Education in Gauteng, Matome Chiloane, giving an update around the online application process. One thing he said there that stood out is that they are in a better position than they've ever been before, just insofar as the efficiency of this particular process is concerned. 124 pupils are yet to be placed in grade 8.